I go off to honeymoon. I'll be back again before it's time for sunny town. I'll be lazing on a Sunday afternoon, bicycling on every Wednesday evening. Thursday I go waltzing to the zoo. I come to teach you this song, which is called Lazing on a Sunday Afternoon. Well, I mean, you clicked on it, so technically I'm not coming to you. But we're coming together to learn this great song. Fantastic tune, and lots of things happening in this tutorial. We've got an intro happening here that we're going to have a look at, and also at the end there's a solo in A when Brian May plays this on the guitar. First things first, I want to extend a massive thank you to the patrons of these tutorials and of the Patreon page who voted for this song. Actually came, it was a tie between this one and also Seaside Rendezvous, so I'm just going to do both, and this is the first of those two. So thanks a lot for voting, and thank you so much for supporting these tutorials, making these exist. And if you, person watching for free, want to become one of those awesome people supporting these lessons, you can do so. Become a patron and you get all the tabs and all the song sheets for all the tutorials, including for this one, with all the tabs of the solo and stuff. So let's start with the song, and it starts with an E flat, which is open 3, 3, 1. I go out to work on Monday morning. And same chord again. Tuesday I go off to, and then BBM6, that's your index, all across the first frets except on the first string. So Tuesday I go off to honeymoon, and that leads to C7. C7, which is open, open, open 1. Tuesday I go off to honeymoon. That's so lovely. F minor, which is first, open, first, and then third fret. I'll be back again, and then back again to an E flat, back again on the again, before it's, and on time G minor, time for sunny down, and C minor just after down, you down the C. I'll be lazing on a Sunday afternoon. Lazing is F minor 7, we're going to use that a few times, and that's 1, 3, 1, 3, so you can have your index all across the first frets here, and then ring finger, little finger on the third frets of strings 2s and 4. I'll be lazing on a B7, which is index all across, and then your middle finger on the second fret of the second string. Sunday afternoon. If you're struggling to find the note with which to start the whole part of this verse, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6th fret. I go out to work on Monday morning. I like to sing that first line quite high and then go down for Tuesday, because otherwise it gets too high for my voice. So, about the rhythm, it's like this. I go out to work on Monday morning, and you can sort of lift your fingers just after playing it so that there's not too much resonance going on, because we don't want to play it like this. I go out to work on Monday, but more of a bloop, 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 like on the piano. Drum, 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 drum. I go out to work on Monday morning. So I strum with my 3 fingers here, and then I lift the finger slightly here to stop the sound. That's what I'm doing. And also you can come up with a skip like this. Bom, 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 down, up, down, down, up, down. Always feeling the rhythm. Quite slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. I go out to work on Monday morning. Tuesday I go off to honeymoon. F minor, I'll be back again before G minor. It's time for sunny down C minor. I'll be lazing on a Sunday afternoon. And at the end, E, B, E, flat, of course. So be sure to leave your index with the F minor 7 and B7, and then the index moves to free up the first string for the E flat. So you don't need to sort of put your index only on that string here for the E flat. You can sort of leave it here for the E flat, so that you can go E flat, B7, E flat, B7, E flat, without too much movement. D, 2, 2, 2, open. Bicycling on every Wednesday evening. So G minor, open 2, 3, 1, and you play then, after evening, you play here 3rd fret, 2nd fret. It's like the echo, it's the ring of the bell. Bicycling on every Wednesday evening, boom, boom. D, Thursday I go A7, waltzing to the, and on zoo, F7, which is 2, 3, 1, zoo, zoo. So back to Thursday, on D, Thursday, it's here the 2nd string. Thursday for the voice, Thursday I go, 3rd string for the voice, waltzing to the, and then last string for the voice. Zoo, Thursday I go, waltzing to the zoo. And now the soft part, without strumming. I come from London town, I'm just... So G minor, open 2, 3, 1. D minor, 2, 2, 2, 1, open. I come from London town. So come, G minor, and on town, DM. Town, I'm just at E flat, ordinary, and on guy, D7, guy, which means index all across the 2nd frets, and then major, middle finger on the 3rd fret here. E flat, Fridays I go, B flat 7, all across here, the index, painting in the, and C7 plus 5, that's 1, open, open, 1, and then open, open. It's like a delay thing. And you're singing this changing note. Louvre. Okay, that part again. I come from London town. I come from London town. I'm just E flat, an ordinary D7 guy. That kind of guy. D7 guy. Not D9, D diminished. I'm a D7 guy. Fridays I go B7, painting in the Louvre. And then we're back to this stuff. I'm bound to be proposing on a Saturday night. I'll be lazing on a Sunday, lazing on a Sunday, lazing on a Sunday afternoon. And then the solo comes after that from Brian. But let's just have a look again at that last bit. I'm bound to be proposing on a Saturday night. So it's the chords that we had in the first part already. I'll be lazing on a Sunday. It's what we had also at the beginning. But this is here 3 times, and the 2nd time is lazing on a Sunday. F minor 7, lazing on a Sunday afternoon. Make sure you've got a nice rhythm, a nice strumming pattern going, quite light and skippy. Except for the I come from London town, of course, because that's just 1 strum. Quite slow. But you can also, in the rhythm, in your strumming pattern, have a bit more emphasis when the chords create tension. So, for example, at the beginning, I go off to work on Monday morning, Tuesday I go off to honeymoon, I'll be back again before... You see here, I stopped lifting the fingers. And on honeymoon, I just let the chords ring because it sort of takes you with the music. Honeymoon, I'll be back. And then back to skipping. And it's the same thing with Louvre. Fridays I go painting, and here you can even have sort of a tremolo going, sort of back and forth. And then back to skipping. I'm about to be proposed. You see, it's the contrast of creating tension and back to skipping, tension, back to skipping. That's what's really fun to do in this tiny short minute of music, because it is a very short song. Now, just a little thing about the first line. We played it like this with a simple E flat. But if you want, and if you're a bit beyond beginner, you can put your index all across the 3rd fret and your little finger on the 6th fret and play an E like this. And then you can sort of change this E so it's not just an E flat. And if you just play an E flat, it's a bit boring. But if you play this, I go off to work on Monday morning. So you play E, E7, E6, E7, E6, major 7. So I go off to... So here on the last string, basically, you've got 6th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 6th fret. I go off to work on Monday morning. And Tuesday I go off to honeymoon. You go, Tuesday I go off to honeymoon. So it goes 6, 5, 3, 1, which is pretty cool because then you've got sort of a counter melody happening. Okay, I'll just show you what I mean here. I go out to work on Monday morning. Tuesday I go off to honeymoon. I'll be back again. Okay, that was just a little trick to make that beginning even more interesting harmonically, and it's quite fun to do. Now, promises are promises. We're going to have a look at the intro, and we need to start with that particular shape, actually, 3, 3, 3, and then 6. And then we use what I've just used, which is just going down on the 6, 5, 3. So, and then we hit the note here, so it goes, but with, of course, the index all across the thirds. And then the same thing, but with these two fingers. And then the riff, the sort of the melody. I'll do that again quite slowly. And change. I'll do it very slowly, that end bit. So you need a 13th fret here. I mean, there's no 13th fret on my little Cloud Music Pineapple here, but it still works if I play it loud enough. Oops. Works fine. So, at normal speed then. It's not easy when it's this cold, but I mean, that's my excuse basically, is that it's cold. Okay, and now we are going to have a look at the solo. It's a really cool solo at the end of the song. Brian May just comes in, plays everything in A with a chorus of guitars. We can't do the chorus, but we can do the main lead melody of the guitar and the chords also. And it sounds like this, despite the cold, and a bit slower probably, and you can then work on it yourself to get it much faster. So it starts on bar 14, which is what it's written in the tabs. Lazing on a Sunday afternoon. Ta-da! Well, I messed it up a bit, but as I said, it's cold, and you can make it better than that. So, at the beginning you've got open string, and then an A major, and here a hammer on, and then a pull off, and here also if you want to. But you can also pluck everything if you're really fast. But basically, and what's quite important here is to follow the melody. So is here on the E, and then it goes 1, 2, 3 on the C string, 1, 2, 3, and we're playing 4 strings here, but the melody is actually on the yellow string here, the E string, and then we're playing 3, 1, 2, but the melody is actually on the 1 here, and then 9, 7, 9, 7, and then G minor shape. So here the upper part is, so you've got another hammer on and pull off, and then we play C sharp minor with our little finger all across the 4th frets and our index on the 1st string, and here our little finger pulls off the E to this C sharp here on the C string, so it's dum da 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 dee when it's fast, and when it's slow it's dum da 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 da, dum da da dee, da dum da dum, And that's my favorite bit at the end, when it goes E7, and then A, and then all across the 7th fret, your index and your middle finger also, and then that goes all the way up to the 12ths. What's very important is the slide here at the top. Oof, it's cold. I'll try and play the whole thing again, a bit faster and a bit better. Hey! Well, I haven't practiced it enough, and also it's cold, but you get the idea, and the whole point of this tutorial is not to show off. I mean, hopefully that's not why I do them. It's to teach you how to play it. So feel free to send me better versions of this solo that you played. Well, thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure teaching you this tiny 1.5 minutes in only 35 minutes probably. I took my time, but do take your time in learning this, and it's so much fun. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Brian. Freddie Mercury. You know, it's the guy who plays in I Am Robot, but then puts a moustache on and then sings We Will Rock You, that guy. Thanks for watching. Any comments welcome, and big thank you to the patrons, and bye-bye.